Well, if you are searching for your next beach read, look no further. After Happily Ever, an epic novel of midlife rebellion, just hit the shelves last month.
And today we're joined by local author Jennifer Safrey. Jennifer, good morning.
Good morning.
I love that we're both wearing tiaras now. I got mine. You got yours. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Okay, there we go.
There you go.
I love this.
Now you're good to go.
Because adult women deserve to wear crowns.
Yes, we do. We certainly do. And now you have to explain to everyone why we're wearing tiaras.
That's what I was going to say.
So my book, After Happily Ever, an epic novel of midlife rebellion, is about Snow White and Cinderella and Sleeping Beauty and what happens when they're all about to turn 50.
Oh my gosh, how cool.
Thank you. And so the book takes place in the fictional kingdom of foreverness, where everything is perfect, in quotes, because it's not as perfect as it seems. And the three princesses are sisters-in-law because they've married the three charming prince brothers. So this is 35 plus years later after their happily ever, and I'm not giving anything away because it's in the first chapter. When the king dies, the kingdom goes through a little transition period, and the princesses are kind of forced onto different journeys of change, and one has to find her voice, and one has to find her purpose, and the other has to find her courage because she is going to be the next queen.
So this is a fantasy.
Yes.
But what do you want your readers to take away for their own real lives from this book?
Well, you know, the reason I wrote this book is because I'm middle-aged, like I'm Generation X, and I wanted to write a story that would resonate with women my age. And, you know, I started thinking about coming-of-age novels and how those are usually about young people and their transition from childhood to adulthood. And I started thinking about my own life, and I started thinking about how I didn't just have one coming-of-age moment when I was 12 or 18. I continue in my 30s and 40s and 50s to have these really important moments in my life that will teach me lessons, and sometimes very hard lessons, and force me to grow up a little bit. And so I wanted to take these characters that readers, we know them and we remember them and we resonate with them from the fairy tales, and I wanted to age them up, and I wanted to give them their sort of coming of middle age sort of moments where they could make big choices and do important things that affected their families and their communities, and most importantly, themselves.
I love that.
I know, what a great inspiration. Now, Jennifer, you started writing novels. How did you pivot that from your career from the Boston Herald and studying journalism at BU?
You know, I think you guys know in the news industry, a lot of the news is hard news, it's bad news, and you know, it's tough to deal with. And I think, you know, I used to read a lot of romance and read a lot of fantasy books because I used to like to kind of bring myself into that escapism world. And I started writing while I was at the paper, and then when I left the paper, I kept writing books. This is actually my 7th novel. Most of my books are romance novels, yeah, I kept at it.
We're running out of time, but I know that you're in the middle of a book tour. What events do you have coming up?
Well, today, if anyone wants to see me today,
Amazing.
I'm actually in Dedham at the Barnes & Noble at 1 o'clock, so I will be signing books there. But I have been going on tours of local and indie bookstores and doing Princess in Rebellion parties where we celebrate readers' own moments of rebellion with crownings, and it's a lot of fun.
And tiaras are encouraged at these parties,
Yes,
right?
yeah, exactly, because we got ours already.
All right, Jennifer, where can people find your book?
Anywhere where books are sold, you can find it or order it.
All right.
I know, I want to hear about this romance novel class that you also teach, but I think we're out of time, so maybe in the next hour.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you so much for joining us, and congratulations.
Thank you.
I can't wait to read it.